Hi, it's Anna with Full Power Yoga. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about Ashtanga. So, Ashtanga is probably the most hardcore modern form of traditional yoga that's out there. It's militaristic, there's a lot of shoulders back. Ashtanga Vinyasa is when you do the sun salutations in between postures. You hold postures for 5 breaths, then you vinyasa through. There's a lot in the West. I live in Canada, and there's a lot here of vinyasa flow classes, which are like lifting up one leg behind and bringing it through, and all this like dancer type stuff with vinyasa in it. That's not the real thing. That's modern yoga. It's still good, but it's just not traditional Ashtanga Vinyasa. Ashtanga is a set series called the primary series. There are 6 in total, but usually when people talk about the primary series, they really just mean the first and second. So if you see that on like a yoga studio guide, they just mean the beginning of the series. It's a set series. It goes in a set order. There are a set number of breaths in Ashtanga. It's serious business. It's not flowy, do whatever you feel like doing. That has a time and place too, and that is a beautiful type of yoga. It's actually a type of hatha, and it's a Raja yoga, so it's the yoga of kings. Um, it's also the place where the most hardcore people go. So it's kind of got a reputation of being like the mean girls spot of yoga. Like, you cannot sit with us because we're Ashtangis. I don't really know how that came about. Maybe because it is a set series. There is a set number of breaths. There's a certain way of breathing. The Ujjayi breath is common in Ashtanga, breathing in and out through your nose so that you can hear it, the sound of the ocean in the back of your throat. You warm up your body, from the inside. There's also bandhas, which are essentially 3 locks from your throat, your tummy, and then for guys, like your perineum, for girls, behind your really behind your cervix inside your body. But when you lock them together, they're called Mahabandha. It's like that scooping up feeling. So there's bandhas, which are internal. There's drishti, which is a way to focus. There's a certain type of breathing. And then, of course, there's the series of asana postures in a certain set way. So that's Ashtanga. That's it. That's all it is. It's a type of yoga practice, a type of hatha. It has that vinyasa flow in it. It's very hardcore. Men really like it. A lot of the really famous yogis that are out there are Ashtangis. It's great for men. There's a lot of upper body strength involved in yoga. They'll give you those yoga arms, that nice, flat back, shoulder, chest forward look of a yogi. It's probably the most asana junkie form of traditional yoga that's out there. But it also has a really great personal practice part to it. So there's something called Mysore, which is personal practice that you do in the morning, usually between like 5:30 and 9:30. It'll just be an open format class. You go, you do the primary series to the best of your abilities, and a teacher or a guru or instructor will walk around the class, adjust people, and they'll also tell you when you're done. When you've hit your wall, you can't do anymore. You're not good enough for anymore. I think that's also part of where this mean girls sort of thing came from. Plus, Patabi Joyce was kind of a mean girl himself. I mean, he was always calling out power yoga as being, just an aerobics form of yoga, not a real thing. He was pretty hardcore, and he set up his institute in Mysore, which is the mecca for every Ashtangi in the world, and they all flock to Mysore, where they gripe about their knee injuries and, try to size each other up for who can do the most incredible acrobatic asana practice. So it scares away newbies, and no wonder, But if you find an Ashtanga class on a schedule somewhere, one that is led by a teacher, go to it, try it out. If it's all levels, go try it out. You'll get introduced to the breath. They're not going to throw all this stuff at you in one shot. I went and became a yoga teacher without ever having done more than 2 Ashtanga classes in my life, and then I got a 200-hour in it. And although I love it, I really, really love it, I mean, there's something physically that Ashtanga does to my body that no other form of yoga, only the primary series, can achieve it for me. I'm not one of those hardcores, and we're out there as sort of normie Ashtangis. We're out there. We really are. But it is a beautiful practice. And like Pema Chodron said, if you pick something and you stick to it, you will arrive at the same place. So whether that's becoming a hardcore Ashtangi or a Catholic or sitting in meditation, the great thing about the series is that it's a great set of rules to follow. And if you continue to follow it, you will have incredible benefits for your body, your mind, and your spirit, like any other form of yoga. And sure, you don't get to, create new cool things, but so what? It's already pretty cool on its own. I have some photos coming up and some stuff about the primary series, and you are always welcome to write any questions you want in the comment section below. I could totally geek out over Ashtanga for hours with anyone. Thank you very much. Subscribe when you like it.